opening this week, brought to you by our friends over at AMC Theater. Natasha, what is opening this week?
X-Men Apocalypse. Worshipped as a god since the dawn of civilization, the immortal Apocalypse, played by Oscar Isaac, becomes the first and most powerful mutant. Awakening after thousands of years, he recruits the disheartened Magneto, played by Michael Fassbender, and other mutants to create a new world order. As the fate of the Earth hangs in the balance, Professor X, played by James McAvoy, and Raven, played by Jennifer Lawrence, lead a team of young X-Men to stop their seemingly invincible nemesis from destroying mankind.
All right, so first off, know that there is the X-Men Apocalypse review that I believe Schnepp, Campia, Dennis, and Mark did. That's on the channel now, but we also did a spoiler-heavy review because I finally got to see the movie, and that will come out on Friday.
Well, actually, me and Mark did it on your Schmoes channel, and Dennis and John.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's all separate.
Oh, it's all separate.
We
okay.
all did.
We all talked about it one way or another, and so myself, Schnepp, Campia, and Ellis talked about the spoilers, and that will be tomorrow, so make sure you check that out. I will tell you that I heard some mixed things about this movie, and I wound up really liking it. Does it have some problems? Yes, it does. It has a lot of problems, but I absolutely thought, even though it's inferior than both First Class and Days of Future Past, I got a cool ride out of this one. I thought Apocalypse was a great villain. Did Jennifer Lawrence mail it in a little bit? Yeah, I think she did, but I still think that she was still enjoyable enough in the role. So this particular movie, I think if you're a fan of the X-Men franchise, it's a must-see to continue because there's going to be more stories to tell. So I think that's something. If you are one of these people that maybe should I have chosen Civil War? Do I want to see Apocalypse? You're choosing your money or whatever you want. Maybe there's other movies you want to see. I don't know if you're going to enjoy this one. Maybe if you're not a big fan of the X-Men franchise and you just want to pick a big budget movie to see this weekend, I don't know if it's the one for you. Schnepp, how do you feel?
Well, I mean, I really enjoyed the X-Men Apocalypse film up until the last 30 minutes or so, where I feel it kind of falls apart and kind of undoes a lot of the goodwill that it had from the first hour. It's just like, so would I recommend you seeing it? Highly recommend seeing this X-Men film, if only for the new cast that they bring in: Sophie Turner, Ty Sheridan as Cyclops, and Jean Grey. I like the brand new cast, the new blood that they bring in. They don't have a lot of scenes together. They're not in the movie enough for my taste. I would have loved to have seen them be in the film more. I think every single one of the other cast members, like Professor X, and Magneto, you have Fassbender and McAvoy, they continue their strong streak as these characters. Every time they're on screen, the movie works. Sometimes when they're not, I think Oscar Isaac is an incredible actor. I thought the beginning, or at least the way they set up Apocalypse, really works, but then the rest of the movie, he doesn't really have a reason to be there.
He could have had more to do. I agree with you there.
So, I mean, would I highly recommend it? Yes, you should see it this weekend. I think you'll enjoy it. Be prepared. It's not as good as Days of Future Past, and they bungle the ending, but even with that, it's still an enjoyable film.
Clark, have you seen the movie yet? Are you looking forward to it?
Not really.
Okay, you're not. Are you an X-Men fan?
Not really.
Okay, fair enough.
like Matt Vaughn's. I love First Class. Yeah. I love that a lot, and I really enjoyed Days of Future Past, like for sure. But this does not really speak to me, so I'm not particularly interested.
Fair enough. I mean, that's kind of my point, is that I don't know if it's going to take someone like Clark, who wasn't really interested, if she went and saw it. Like, if Days of Future Past, if you weren't excited about it and then you saw it, you could go, that's just a great movie. Just being a fan of movies in general, but I think that the non-X-Men / superhero fans that go in to see this aren't going to be sold. Natasha, are you interested at all in seeing X-Men, and are you an X-Men fan?
No, I've never really been into X-Men, so yeah, this one's kind of flying under the radar for me.
Well, and also for me, like with First Class, I came to, I don't remember how I saw it, but I love Matt Vaughn. I've talked about that a lot, so I'll see kind of anything that he does. With Days of Future Past, I got to go to a screening. I don't remember if it was a fan screening or what it was, but I had no expectations. In fact, I hadn't even really seen a trailer for Days of Future Past. And so going in completely blind, I thought the movie was fantastic. I loved it. But in terms of, actual excitement for this upcoming one, not so much.